So the next thing, I guess this is going to be even super short. I might just go right into the next thing. Of this stuff right here is the copied explosion, except I take the emitters and I just up their source values just a little bit. I add a little bit more speed in them, and it's really the same explosion. It's doing all the fuel, all the turbulent stuff, except I'm rendering it really, really light, and then it's picking up the lighting. And so, really, again, here it is. I'm going to switch to manual. I copy it. As you can see, it's pretty much the same thing, except these values are just a smidge higher. All these things are just a little bit higher. Maybe I rotate or set up, nope, they use the same thing. So yeah, it's pretty much, I just gave it a little bit of a boost. Oh, and then I think I scale it up here. Do I scale it up? Nope, don't even scale it up. So it's just a little bit more velocity to have a leading edge and to get that dust. And so a big part of the rendering is the explosion light, as you can see. This light is very important to the overall look. It takes it from CG to believable. If you don't have this explosion light on there, it really, really looks like CG fire. But you put this light on with physically based rendering, it looks really nice. It really, really nice. And so the render time, you take a hit, but frankly, totally worth it. So what I recommend is, so it's a bright light, and the geometry object, it's the same. It's the same object right here of what we're rendering. Oh, this is pulling the explosion in. I save it, and then I bring it in. And so that's the explosion and the explosion vapor. They come from this explosion setup. So I just bring them out here so the object I can just see them better. It's easier to see and easier to get to. So some important things to note are on the attenuation. This helps speed it up. So if it goes forever, your render times are going to be longer. So if you turn this down, you get faster render times because the light doesn't go as far, and it doesn't have to sample the light. Sampling quality I had to turn up, and let's hop to the render settings, and my render settings are pretty high, I believe. So I have 12 by 12, and stochastic is on 4, plus the 16 samples. I was going higher on the samples, but the shit just wasn't finishing because I'm on one machine. I had to do 60 frames. It took a long time, and I have it motion blurred. So yeah. There's the lights. Oh, and then the sky and then the sun. And I believe these have the environment light, just the basic sunlight. Oh, this is important. Physically correct on attenuation. That's very important. And speaking of physically correct, physically based rendering, it's awesome. The sky, I believe I have extra samples on. Nope. Guess not. Cool. Yeah. So I get a little bit of grain, but if you turn that up, it takes it out. So that's pretty much the rendering. And so this light was very important, and it had to go on pretty much every element. So I have this explosion light. So you take a little bit of hit, but you get this nice orange glow, like on the shock wave, lighting up these trails here. It just, it just glues everything together into like a nice, happy family of explosion doom. So I highly recommend putting lights in your explosion. You can see I have some grain in here, but you know, production quality, you have, when you're working in production, you just have more resources at your disposal. So, you know, you can do something where a frame takes 24 hours because you have the machines. That's a little bit discouraged, but you know that you have that available to you. And this is also, I'm rendering at 1280 by 720 as another note. Putting it up to 1920 by 1080, I'd probably still be rendering this today. So no es bueno to the extreme. Alright, so that was the lighting and I guess just the lighting and rendering overview. The next thing we'll go is vaporwave. And so these shock waves should really be over here. These guys, that shock wave. What does this guy look like? Oh, it's this one. Yeah, this should definitely be over in 5. If I had to organize this again. I originally wasn't planning on doing all this ground debris. It was just going to be the nuke, shockwave, and the vaporwave. But then I really started adding a lot more ground stuff. Alright. Oh, I should have ended this. I totally got distracted. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you learned and got super excited about CG because CG is awesome.